Okay, I am the Woods Wood, playing with the wood I find in the woods. It's my second video of how I make these little things, and here we are out in the woods. This is where this little piece comes from. The disease killed this pine tree, and if it decays in a very specific way, there it is right there, I'm able to pull these things out, and this video will show you how I take them home and clean them up and display them. So this is a really kind of a cool little I'm glad this shows it very well what actually kind of happens out there sometimes. So, and then next we will be at home with the power washer. That's it there on the bottom. I have a couple other ones that I'm cleaning, but that's it down there. This is my big cheat. This is the tool that saves my hands and forearms and shoulders from having to wire brush clean them. Those are available to make by keeping track of my inventory, but I have a few that I've kept track of that I can show all from where I found it in the woods. So here we are inside, and I'm trying to do a little showing what my plan is to put on that post, to put on that base. So this next part is just getting the rest of the dirt that the power washer didn't get off. These are the two of my favorite tools. This little blue brush and then the wire brush that'll be coming up. So this is just a bunch of cleaning coming up. I am sorry that the framing on this video did not come out very well. I'm still learning. This is my second video and the editing, and learning the editing as well. And there's a lot of confusion on whether you record vertically or horizontally, and this one's recording horizontally, and I may not have. I think that camera should have been up a little bit higher. That's what I did in my last video, so it was looking down a little bit more, but I'm still making the video so that, because it was a good, you're able to see where it came from, and, but yeah, my framing's a little off on this one, so sorry about that. Okay, these next couple tools are kind of the business tools. As I mentioned in the last video, the wire brush, the one right before this, I'm showing off the big blade because this one's so long, I'm going to go ahead and try to use it, even though I shouldn't. It's very dangerous to use, but yeah, this is the one of the main tools that makes this enjoyable and possible and quicker, and I don't know, but yeah. This is and with how long these wing thingies are, this one, there's a lot to do in this one, and then I switch out to that big blade, and then I think I come to my senses that it's not that important. So this is just the detailing and getting the so what I'm doing is I'm following the growth rings. So I'm actually just cutting either in between, or I don't know what it would be, in between the growth rings to accent those lines a little bit more. I'm still working on trying to explain what exactly these things are. I started that video today, but this cold makes it I'm just not that excited about it. So it's hard enough explaining what's going on here in person, let alone in a video. But this is all the detailing of getting the accents on all the lines and all the growth rings and this is it. This is the cleaning part. I don't necessarily call it art because Mother Nature actually made this. I'm just cleaning it, and what I call the art part is towards the end when I put it on the base. But I think if there's any dental hygienists out there watching these videos, they would just love it because it's very much like what the dentist does to your, or the dental hygienist does to your teeth when you're getting your teeth cleaned. It's just lots of picking and scraping and cleaning and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So yeah, here, this, like I said, this one's bigger. It's not huge, but it's a big one, and there's a lot to do on this one. Oh, here we go. Will I lose a finger? Oh, I haven't seen this. I just remember doing this for a little bit and thinking, no, not on not on this necessary on this piece. There's a couple really big pieces that I would need this for, but this thing is scary. But it it allows me to get really deeper into these long wings than that other little grinder wheel does. To give and in this case there was kind of some cool. I was able to make them thin enough where they bent, the wing things bent at the end to give us a little bit more motion, a little bit more fluidity when they get real thin and they kind of bend. And but yeah, that is a saw blade. It's just a big, huge miniature saw blade there. So, but I have went out and found a ton of these great little tools that help me do this and make it more enjoyable. So, I can't remember. I skip again, I'm new to this. This is my second video and second time editing, but I know I skip a big section. I do a lot more work that I didn't film because I knew it was going to take a long time. But this is just more. I don't know if this is before that or after, but just lots of very fine detailing and getting the getting everything smoother and smoother. So just lots of I guess detailing coming up here. Okay, this gets exciting here in a second. So one of the things that I enjoy is that if it's decayed or it'll break, I remove it, even if there's cool parts that are kind of decayed or cool parts that are easily broken. Everything gets removed. So these are actually a lot stronger than they look. But there's a little decayed pocket in here, and it would, like, it would keep decaying and it would leak. I don't mean to use that word, but it would fall out and make things dusty and stuff as it sat somewhere. So I get to go use these fun little bits. This is kind of even though I do enjoy it, some of the line stuff is kind of a lot of the same, but this little guy here, he gets to go up there and root out. This is exactly like what a dentist does to your cavity in your teeth. Is I go in there and just remove all of the part that's going to decay or that's rotted and get down to harder wood. And so, yeah, there's a little bit of excitement on this piece to actually have to do something a little different and get into one of these. I don't remember what those bits are actually for. I don't think any of the bits I use them for what they're supposed to be used for, I guess. But, yep, this was fun, this part. And again, my framing is terrible on this one, but I'm learning, and I'll have to see how it looks online. If it's vertical or horizontal, that's just all my kind of what I'm still kind of trying to figure out with all this. But yeah, this framing's very poor. But where are we at here? No, I'm still... Yeah, I'm still... Oh, I'm smoothing out that little decayed part so that it's all nice and clean. Yeah, if anybody happens to see this and knows a dentist, tell your dentist or dental hygienist friend about this, because they may really enjoy this one. Some of the bigger pieces, there's even way more of that, those other bits, and getting a lot of interior decayed stuff out. So, but yeah, I've always thought that a dental hygienist or dentist would just really find some of this stuff that I do interesting, because it's very, very similar. A clean workspace is a happy workspace. So, a little housekeeping. This next bit hasn't been seen yet. This is another lifesaver. Not so much, or I want to rephrase that, is it makes it much more enjoyable to do. These sanding bits, they disintegrate very quickly, but they work great. And there's certain of the bigger pieces that they're just fantastic on. And it can be very, very, very enjoyable to use, but they're not necessary on these. I'm just kind of playing around, trying different things to get it to clean up. And but yeah, this is another bit that makes this much easier, doable, I would say, and fun. Okay, that was an interesting little edit jump I have to figure out, but or this could have been where I didn't record a whole bunch, but the blue brush is back out, so I'm wrapping up. I don't know, it's just I always like to go back to this thing. They all finish up a little bit differently. That's another long story. But we're getting ready for the drill bit up the bottom here, and if I remember right, this one was actually a challenge. The bottom is too decayed, and I have to make some modifications to be able to drill into it. So this one, last one was super easy. Oh yeah, I switched to a smaller pilot bit, but this one would not quite feed into that little branch hole as easily as the one in the last video. So yeah, we get the just, if it's decayed, I remove it. I just break it off, because I don't want it on a finished product. I don't want to make something that is, even though it's dry, so it won't necessarily continue to decay, but if it's already decayed enough, it'll drop little bits and dust and excuse me. So yeah, if it's decayed, it goes. So, and I actually have to do something similar to this on quite a few pieces, but Yep, and this is the process of putting the little wire rod up the bottom so that I can display it. Okay, success. And I'm sorry, that's just too much fun. Oh gosh. Okay, where are we? Oh, okay. Clean workspace is a happy workspace. Watching these, I think it's the clock in my head because I'm recording that I go so fast. Seems like like I said, maybe in the last video, I'm trying to, instead of having to fast forward the video, I'm fast forwarding in real time to make the video shorter. But here's, yes, the displaying them artistically, giving them either motion or presence. And that's got both motion and presence. But here, I don't know if it translates, but this part can be complicated to get it straight or square or plumb on all from all angles, and something I take probably the most pride in of all of what I do with these is trying to get them to look good from every direction. And this one, either I'm getting better. This one started off hard, but he came out pretty good. So, and so let's see where we're at. That's got to be close to done. I think I am going to sand this. It had a lot of rust on it from the summer being outside, and just so that it takes the paint better. Lessons learned. Don't try to make an art piece and then spray paint over rust. So yeah, I think this is, I don't know. Yeah, I think we're there. Okay, this part's a touch confusing. So, editor's choice or whatever. I went ahead and sprayed. It was shellac off camera, so that I wasn't making a video of me watching paint dry, literally. Even though shellac dries much quicker, but I sprayed it with shellac off camera, so it is darker, and I not film myself putting wax on there? So now I've the shellac has gone on both sides, and I've put on a little bit of wax, and now I'm buffing the wax into it. But looks like either that or I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. But yeah, so this is the very end. Shellac first, which keeps it from getting really dark sometimes. And just wax. So there's the wax, and it appears that after the last video, where I just laid the piece on making a piece, and I just lay it on the workspace, I actually get a towel out, and then now I'm cracking myself up. I'm actually noticing how bad my framing is. So I think I keep looking at the camera here like, oh, you can't see anything. So, but yep, there's and ta-da. Yeah, I think, yeah, one more twist. I do have to glue it yet, but I usually wait till I have 2 or 3 or 4 to glue before I glue them, just because that's the that's the glue, and it takes a lot of concentration to get that. Like right now, I can still move it, but with glue, I don't know. But there it is. And I think I'll put that the video of me finding it at the end for if anybody watched. So, alrighty, I'm the Woods Wood, playing with the wood I find in the woods.